I've always considered myself a morally ethical person. I know when someone's in the wrong, and I always do something about it. I like to think of myself as a proactive person. I get rid of anything that could lead to potential disaster. I believe those who do wrong should be punished, and those who do right should be rewarded. I never do anything that goes against my personal moral compass. You might be asking yourself, why? What is the meaning of all this? The answer is simple. It's all for the greater good. Let me take you back to the night I met my husband. He had everything. Money, status, looks. But alas, he was completely oblivious.
CEO of
Blah, blah,
Clarke
blah.
marketing firm.
I know who you fucking are. I've heard all about you and your millionaire family.
Who is this lovely lady who swears like a sailor, I might add?
Victoria. Victoria Coleman. Oxford University psychology graduate.
Big things in the future for you then.
I suppose I just want to help people. It's all for the greater good, of course. I do. Oh, Joe. You poor bastard. At first, we were madly in love. Joe did everything for me. He defended me, he provided for me, he was there for me. I was all he had eyes for. Privacy please. But then things began to change. Other things began to fill his time. Things that weren't me. He became selfish, began to put others' needs above mine. He began prioritizing things that were not me, and that just wasn't acceptable. Not for this marriage, not for the greater good.
I didn't think I'd ever see you again. After you and Victoria got married, everything was different. Things changed. We used to be the best of friends as children.
I'm so sorry, I have to take this.
Of course, Joe. Go ahead.
Joe, where are you?
You remember Joanne, don't you?
How could I forget the woman who's tried to steal my husband on multiple occasions?
She's had a terrible accident.
Oh,
She's literally just woken up as well.
of course, baby. That's totally understandable. Send my love to Joanne. Slut. Bloody tart.
Babe, can you get that?
I've got it. Claire? What's happened? No, you mustn't think that way. I'm sure she'll come back. Joe.
Yes, darling? What's the matter?
Terrible news. Joanne's dead.
What? How did this happen?
No one knows who did it. Just that she was found chopped up into tiny pieces in a wooden box on her parents' doorstep.
I've got to call the family.
No, you'll do no such thing. I've just spoken to Claire. She's absolutely distraught. They want to keep the funeral small, private, family only. I'm so sorry. What are you looking at? husband. I had no choice but to do something about that Jezebel. Then came the reckless spending.
People always say it feels good to give back and be selfless, but doing it made me realise those people, they've really got a point. Every month, 50 grand of our earnings are gonna go to the children in need.
Baby, I'm at a loss for words. What you're doing for these children, I'm truly amazed. I'm disgusted. You're saving so many lives.
He's ruining so many lives.
I was so scared you'd disapprove.
I most definitely disapprove.
What an absolute prick. What about all the lives he's not saving? How many more starving people are there in the world? How many diseases are killing people right this second? If we just thought about the greater good, we could eliminate their suffering. The selfish thing is to be so selective and only help a small amount of people. You can't help them all. Why help any? Frankly, I think it's selfish. Cruel to those who aren't being helped. I'm sure they'd love a fucking charity, wouldn't they?
Off to work now, babe.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a good day too, yeah? Don't get too bored.
Bye.
To your knowledge, how sure are you about your husband's infidelity?
I know it for a fact, Father.
So what you're saying is that your husband had romantic feelings and sexual relationships with women other than yourself?
No, of course not. Why would you suggest such a thing?
So what you're saying is that your husband was faithful to you?
How could a man who neglects me for years on end be faithful? That's why I had no choice but to do what I did.
And what is it that you did?
I found other men, of course.
How many other men have you been with other than your husband?
Oh, I've lost count, Father. That's why I'm telling you this. It's cruel what Joe's neglect has done to me. Cruel. I never wanted any of this. I had no choice. No choice but to try and fill the void caused by years of not being seen or appreciated. My actions are merely the response of an innocent individual facing years of neglect.
Okay. I know this is going to sound completely insane, but I have this feeling sometimes that Victoria's cheating on me.
That's certainly a possibility.
Multiple guys as well. And I have this theory where her so-called patients are her secret lovers.
That's insane, mate. You know she's a good therapist. You told me yourself many times she ends up therapizing you. Come on, man.
Yeah, think of all the people she's helping.
But it's an awful lot of men coming out of that office, right? I mean, I can't remember the last time I saw a woman coming out of there. In fact, I think I even saw my brother Michael coming out there once.
Well, you did marry one fine lady, Joe.
Thanks, Bill. Do you need a therapist? Maybe you should come by my office.
Worst case scenario, say she is cheating on me and I file for divorce. So what's she gonna do? Kill me?
No, just you wait.
That's insane, mate. Exactly. So stop being paranoid, have another drink. Plus, last I heard, the sex was amazing.
Of course you'd know, Jeremy.
That's something else, alright?
Because I'm the one doing all the work.
No good, in fact, I might forgive her even if she was.
Slow in bed and slow in the head.
Thank you for dinner, darling. You didn't have to, really.
My pleasure. What you're experiencing are the deadly effects of arsenic poisoning on the human body. When a wound gets infected past the point of no return, you don't leave the infection to spread to other parts of the body. You amputate the limb. When something is toxic and brings no good to your life, you cut it out. That's what I had no choice but to do to you, Joe. For the greater good, you had to be exterminated. A virus can only survive with a host, and I was no longer going to be that host. People like you don't deserve all the money. You didn't work for any of it. You were born into it. Frankly, I think it'd be evil to leave you alive. I'd be doing the world a favour by getting rid of someone who neglects his wife for years on end, as well as everything and everyone around him, using his money for selfish reasons. So the last thing for me to do was to make sure that it all went to me. Someone who would use the money wisely. Someone who would truly help people. Your soon-to-be widowed wife.
Said and done for me now, nothing has been. Oh, and I feel sad. Now the faith is on. All is said. Don't you worry that there'll be something keeping most of us away.
I've always considered myself a morally ethical person. I like to think I rid the world of evil. There's nothing I feel guilty for. Nothing. Nothing I think I could have done differently. Why should I? It's all for the greater good. Everything I did was an absolute necessity and my duty as a morally ethical person. Wasn't it?
The causeway, yeah, even least we are home, we are more than we care to show, but still it shows.